If you've been watching my labor and birth series, then you most likely know that promoting a fast and easier labor has a lot to do with getting baby and mom in the best birthing positions, promoting baby head engagement, and increasing those beneficial labor hormones. But what mamas often forget is the ability to hold hip opening laboring positions for long periods of time during labor. So these just aren't any type of squats, but these squats are some of the best exercises to prepare your body for labor by improving endurance and strength and hip flexibility, while also promoting baby head engagement for baby to sink deeper, lower into the pelvis for a faster, easier birth. Hi, my name is Dancy Pinkston, also known as Fearless Mama, and I am 38 weeks pregnant right now, and I have collected these specific types of squats from prenatal experts that I felt that I could easily do and that would help me as it pertains to all the late pregnancy needs. After doing all these squats, make sure to check out my pregnancy stretching exercises, as the outer muscles can get super tight and cause a misalignment with your inner thighs and maybe cause a little bit of that inner thigh spasms that a lot of pregnant women get when in late pregnancy. So make sure to stretch those outer thigh muscles, outer glutes, to balance those loosening inner ligaments. But with that being said, let's get started on this video. The first squat we're going to go over is the assisted below parallel squat. Stand against a wall with an exercise ball between the wall and your lower back. Place your feet shoulder width apart and far enough away from the wall to ensure that your knees stay above feet. Lift your belly by engaging your TVA muscles and your pelvic floor. Hold your arms straight out in front of your body for balance. Lower yourself into a sitting position. Go a little bit past parallel or 90 degrees or as far as you're comfortable with. With your tailbone untucked, keeping your ribs over your hips and shoulders back. Return to starting position. Relax your belly on the way up. Next, we have medial squats. These squats help widen the sacral area and keeps the pelvis aligned. With feet shoulder width apart, rotate feet slightly inward. Lift your belly and pelvic floor by standing up tall and lower into a really small squat. Keeping head and knees in line with toes. Pushing into heels and a little weight in the toes. Become aware of the spreading of the sits bones as it widens the sacral area. Lifting your buttocks up and down slowly, almost like a pulse, since it's such a small range of motion. Next, we have the assisted wide pulsing squat. You'll want to grab a chair for balance. Stand with feet a little over shoulder width apart. Angle feet outward just a little bit, but not overextending too much. Hold your chair with arms straight out in front of your body for balance. Lower yourself into a squat position. Only go as far as you're comfortable with, keeping your tailbone untucked, ribs over hips, weight in your heels, and knees in line with your toes. Next, we have the Malasana or deep squat hold. Prop your heels with an exercise mat or towel. Start with your feet a little shoulder length apart and toes turned out very slightly. Place your heels on your mat, lift your belly, and engage your TVA muscles while slowly lowering into a squatting position. Using your hands as a support on the ground in front of you. When positioned and stable, place your elbows gently between your knees for a light tension in the hips and bring hands together. Extend out of the lower back and tailbone while drawing your shoulder blades towards one another to open up the chest. As you inhale and exhale, become aware of your lengthening pelvic floor, opening hips and groin, while waking up your ankles, hamstrings, and back. These squats counter the tightness we create when sitting in chairs and driving cars. Also great for digestion and clearing the birthing path. Hold squat for 20 seconds. Return to starting position by keeping the hinge in your waist and by placing your hands on your thighs. Use your legs first, then lift your torso straight. Next we have chair squat pulses. With your feet shoulder width apart, lift belly and lower into a really small squat like you're sitting in a chair. Untucking the tailbone, keeping head and knees in line with toes. Pushing into heels and a little weight in the toes. While pulsing, become aware of your spreading sits bones as it widens the sacral area. Return to starting position by relaxing your belly on the way up. Okay, so that's how you do those 5 squats. Now, if you would like, you can join me in a whole routine where we will be doing 2 sets of 10 repetitions. So it'll be a little encouragement and we can do them together. Before we get started, make sure to check with your healthcare provider before starting any type of exercise routine and check with them to see if you have any pre-existing conditions. All right, as always, thanks for watching and let's get started on the routine.